Well, I think it's great the way they still do things the old way.
Picked a trade that always seemed to differ.
And it's just, I don't know, it's just so beautiful out here, and the people are just so nice, and I've enjoyed my week very much.
Every town from here to Havre, hoofprints on every trail across this land.
Hi, I'm James from Sydney, Australia. This is my first time out at the TX Ranch. So I wanted a really authentic ranch experience, and it's definitely lived up to that and even exceeded expectations. So I've done some things that I didn't imagine I could ever do. And by the end of the week, I feel my horsemanship skills have, I think, skyrocketed, and also I met a lot of cool people, made a lot of friends, which is, I think, the most important.
Down, 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 but the waves went higher.
I really loved it. My dad has been here before. I think this is his third trip. And I didn't know what to expect. I'd heard stories and, funny stories and awesome stories, and I just couldn't wait to experience it myself. I love how real it is, it's really like you feel like you're going back in time. You're driving the cattle, you're out there, and you have freedom to do whatever you want to do, It's not like a lot of rules. It's not, you can go off and catch a cow if you want to, and you trust your horse to do it, and it's awesome. I really loved the freedom in it and the realness and genuineness in it.
So we saddled up our horses and we rode through the night into tomorrow.
They talk about the authentic Western experience, authentic. There's no cowboy land dancing, there's no changing for dinner. There's you come out and you test yourself, and as a validation process, I think, and I think we all come back for that every year to test ourselves.
Just follow the dust trail in the moonlight. They left.
I come every year, and I've collared her to come with me this year, so
yeah, I heard so much about the experience of coming here, and I wanted to come to a ranch that is an actual working ranch rather than a holiday staged sort of experience. Yeah.
And what's the reality?
Oh, heaven. God's own country, and just a beautifully run, beautifully kept horses, just everything you could ever want if that's what you want to do.
I've been taking lessons since I was 8, and I did it till about, 12 or 13, so a couple years. And I'm 19 now, so I've been riding for 13 years now, but I've always ridden English, so I've never really gotten the Western experience before. We have a Western saddle, but I always preferred English because that's what I was used to. But this week has really gotten me liking Western better. It's a lot more comfortable and more laid back. It's not as proper and tightened up, so I really like the Western feel of it. It was fun.
We usually have kids maybe around 12 years old, and people we had one fellow that was 84 and did well every day, and so it just depends on how physically able they're to do it as age.
You can take it at whatever pace you want. I've gotten off the horse and walked for a half hour just to stretch my legs. It's not so structured that you have to do this at this time. I mean, it is your vacation. You are truly a guest, but you're also part of the family. So everybody looks out for each other, and again, you just take it at your own pace.
How long will you come back?
That's a good question. Every year you kind of go home and think, well, what about next year? But the problem is you have to book early because there's such a return rate. So I think as long as I can get in the saddle, and as long as I can continue to meet my friends, make new friends out here, and live the Western experience.
Couldn't see them, I knew the game was running up ahead. I just followed the dust trail in the moonlight. They left. I picked a trade that always seemed to differ. Won my never understand.